you busy today?
Yes.
My name is Jordan Jones. Today's date is March 30th, and this is my persuasive speech. Albert Einstein once said that play is the highest form of research. This connects to kindergarten because kindergarten is classified as play. Today I'll tell you about the history of kindergarten, how to prepare for kindergarten, what teachers and students do in kindergarten. Kindergarten is a wonderful, effective, playful time for young children. During this time, children are gaining and building their skills such as socialization skills, fine motor skills, problem-solving skills, language skills, and many more. It is a crucial time for their future. Without it, the rest of their schooling would be very challenging. Kindergarten is important because a child's brain develops rapidly at a very young age, and experiences leave a mark on their mental maturity. So what is kindergarten? Care.com has an article called Kindergarten 101 that states that the word kindergarten comes from Germany, which means a garden for children. This is a spot-on definition because children grow and blossom in this time of their early childhood. Kindergarten is a class that prepares children for first grade. During this time, children play, learn, and socialize with children ages 4 to 5, maybe even 6, depending on what state the child is located in. Some concepts that children learn in kindergarten are learning how to read, so the alphabet and their sounds, knowing their name and reading books aloud. They learn how to write, so their names, sentences they're learning about, and questions. They're learning math concepts like adding, subtracting, counting to 10 from any number, and skip counting by 2, 5s, and 10s. And they learn how the world becomes and works around them, so that's their social studies and science. Some background knowledge of kindergarten. America has only had kindergarten for over 150 years. Elizabeth Palmer Peabody opened the first English language kindergarten in the United States in the 1870s in St. Louis. She based her school on the work of Frederick Froberg, who opened the first kindergarten in the world in 1837 in Germany. Kindergarten now is only mandatory in 16 states. Parents can choose from full or half-day programs with classes that last from 2 hours to 6 hours. For location-wise, parents can be opted to their zone public school or pick from a private school or charter school. They can also have homeschooling as long as the parent is certified with the state. How do you prepare for kindergarten? Based on research from the NAUYC, parents should do these activities with their children, such as the following to prepare them for kindergarten. Make their children write their alphabet on a daily basis, so dry erase markers and whiteboards are cost-friendly. They write their numbers 1 to 10. They use scissors, different pattern lines, writing their names, so tracing, reading simple books, and reading aloud. The National Society for the Education of Young Children has a discussion board for common parent questions. One question is, how do I know my child is ready for kindergarten when the time comes? The website answered with paying attention to the things he or she says or does. As a parent, you should introduce different types of experiences to your children before schooling, which will be the following: listening to others, handling materials respectfully, engaging with an activity, pursuing his or her own interests, attending to personal needs, and asking for help. Now, the other half of kindergarten is the teacher. As a teacher, you would have to get ready for kindergarten as well. So first you would have a bachelor's degree. You would student teach and have your teacher license from the state. You would also have a graduate degree, depending on the state, and getting your actual job. Things to get ready for the year as a teacher: you would get to know the standards, building lesson plans, having your management plans, your transitions, and your behavior plans ready. And then, of course, you would get to know your students and have a great year of kindergarten. So what do children actually do in kindergarten? They're reading, they're doing letter sound corresponding, there are sight words, and rhyming. So an example of rhyming is bingo. And for math, counting, recognizing numbers, sorting, addition, subtraction patterns, and skip counting. So for skip counting, they could do a number line with little cards. For science, they learn about plants, animals, good health habits, their 5 senses, and basics about their bodies. And for social studies, they do me, all about me, their extended and immediate families, their address, phone numbers, history, and transportation. Children develop skills including physical, social, emotional, language, and cognitive skills. For physical skills, that's fine and gross motor skills, so puzzles and playing outside. Social skills are making friends and solving disagreements. Emotional is understanding their feelings and expressing those feelings. And self-regulation, which is calming themselves down. They're doing language with reading, writing, listening, and talking. So you can do books, puzzles, and bingo. And then cognitive is asking questions, solving problems, and exploring. This is everything in the classroom. So why is it important? Kindergarten is important because a child's brain develops rapidly at a very young age, and experiences leave marks on their mental maturity. The most basic thing that children learn in kindergarten is how to spell and write their name in basic words. Without this basic foundation of knowledge, children will never be able to move on to the next grade level. Today I told you about the history of kindergarten, how to prepare for kindergarten, what teachers and students do in kindergarten. Kindergarten is a wonderful, effective, playful time for young children. It's a crucial time for their futures. Without it, the rest of their schooling would be very challenging. Dr. Seuss stated, "Children want the same things we want: to laugh, to be challenged, to be entertained, and delighted."
Okay, and then that's it.